It is no secret that the GRE is a difficult exam. Imagine having to sit for 4 hours to answer 80 questions and writing 2 essays. That's not an easy thing. And the truth is that sometimes you still have to take the GRE, especially if you want to do your PhD in the US. The reason is that most PhD programs in the US require the GRE. I never wanted to take the GRE, but I also wanted to do my PhD in economics. And so at some point, I had to take the GRE. Now, if you are worried about taking the GRE, I have good news for you. On July 6th, I got an email from ETS, the developers and administrators of the GRE, about changes coming to the GRE from September 22, 2023. And in this video, I'm going to break down all the changes that are coming to the GRE. And also, if you intend to take the GRE this year, I have coupon codes for you to save up to $60. If all of this excites you, why don't you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Also, I will appreciate it if you share this video with your friends. As you may know, the GRE is a standardized test that is often required for admission to graduate programs in the United States. If you want to do your PhD in the US with funding, there is a high chance the program you are interested in requires the GRE. The test is designed to measure a student's abilities in 3 areas: verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, and analytical writing. Some graduate programs believe the GRE is a predictor of success in a graduate program, hence they require it for admissions and financial aid. Personally, I always question the GRE because of the fatigue one may feel during the exam. Well, ETS has responded to this growing exam fatigue among students with some big changes starting from September 22, 2023. The official announcement was made on May 31, 2023. ETS has also announced summer discounts. According to ETS, and I quote, "In celebration of the move to the shorter tests, the ETS are now offering rare discounts on the GRE general test." The first one is that you would get $60 off the current GRE test when you register to take the GRE general test by September 20, 2023. You need to use the coupon code GRE602023. The second is that you can get $50 off either version of the test when you register to retest by December 31, 2023. You need to use a coupon code GRE502023. Note that if you choose to retest before September 20, you will be taking the current test. If you register for a test date between September 22 and December 31, you will be taking the shorter test, which is the new one. Now, let's get into the changes. Beginning September 22, 2023, testing time will be reduced by half from nearly 4 hours to just under 2. As a result, there will be no 10-minute break. The official turnaround time will also reduce from 10 to 15 days to 8 to 10 days. The GRE score turnaround time refers to the length of time it takes for students to receive their GRE test scores after they have taken the exam. This means that you will get your scores early. This change is intended to make the test less daunting and more accessible to test takers. The second point is that the number of questions in each section will be reduced, but the content and difficulty level of the test will remain the same. This change is intended to make the test more efficient and less time consuming. So instead of 100 quantitative and verbal reasoning questions, 40 each plus 20 unscored questions and 2 essays, there will now be 54 questions and 1 essay. So they are removing the analyze and argument task in the analytical writing section. They will also be reducing the number of questions in the quantitative and verbal reasoning sections by 46 to help reduce test-taking fatigue. All other GRE general test question types will remain the same. So this is how the 27 questions are broken down. Looking at the verbal parts, section 1 will have 12 questions to be completed in 80 minutes. Section 2 will have 15 questions to be completed in 23 minutes. For the quantitative parts, section 1 will have 12 questions to be completed in 21 minutes. Section 2 will have 15 questions to be completed in 26 minutes. So in section 1, there will be 12 quantitative questions and 12 verbal questions. In section 2, there will be 15 quantitative and 15 verbal questions. Of course, as usual, the exam will start with the analytical section. Note that the reason for the sections is that the GRE is an adaptive exam. The first section is made up of moderately difficult questions, and if you do well in the first section, you will get harder questions in the second section. But if you perform poorly in the first section, the second section will be easier. Also, the amount of time per question is just about the same for the current and the new GRE. The quantitative and verbal scores will still range between 130 and 170. Also note that you can take the GRE once every 21 days and up to 5 times in a year. The implication of the second point is that the experimental unscored section will be removed. This section, in my opinion, was just pointless and added to the difficulty, the time, and the stress of taking the GRE. ETS hopes that these changes will provide test takers with a better experience that values their time and reduces anxiety and fatigue, ultimately helping them to complete and submit the applications more quickly. This makes the new GRE General Test the shortest and most efficient test for graduate, business and law school admissions. According to ETS, the shorter GRE test will continue to provide test takers and institutions with the same valid and reliable scores they have always counted on from ETS. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new here? Why don't you also share this exciting news with your friends? Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video.